Start with Kelsey Watts and the drop on Wall Street that was so startling it stopped for what's called a circuit breaker to try and calm the market. Kelsey?
Yeah, that's something we don't see too often, and we know there are a lot of people nervously watching those markets right now. So we spoke with an expert today to find out what you should be doing, whether you're close to or in retirement or still decades away.
Somebody says the stock market takes an escalator up and an elevator down. And that's exactly what my screen looks like today, is an elevator down.
Ralph Cole is the director of portfolio management at Ferguson Wellman Capital Management in downtown Portland. And he knows drops in the market like this are scary. But he says this is not the time to make any knee-jerk reactions.
We don't control the markets. We control how we react to the markets.
For younger people who can weather the storm, he says don't change a thing. If you're already making automatic contributions to your 401k, keep doing it.
You'll take advantage of this correction. You'll start buying stocks as they get cheaper, and that makes a lot of sense.
If you're retired, he says this is not the time to make changes.
You want to stay the course. You want to have a good conversation with your advisor to help you get through those tough times. But changes at times like this are very difficult, and usually bad decisions are made.
For people who are close to retirement, he says this is a good test for you to take a close look at where you stand. Do you have enough to retire, or would a drop like this change your lifestyle?
You may push off retirement a year or two because of this, or you may realize, oh, I've got way too much in stocks or not enough. I wouldn't make any changes today, but it helps you learn about what kind of investor you are.
For those of you who like to pick your own stocks, he says everything's on sale right now. Look for dividend-yielding stocks. He thinks they'll do well over the long term. But in the short term, expect a bumpy ride in the markets for the next couple of months. But then he predicts the second half of the year will be strong, thanks to government stimulus and dropping interest rates. We all remember the housing crash around 2008, but he says we should also remember markets are up almost 500% since then.
In the long term, this will pass.
And we just mentioned this morning's 15-minute stop in trading. It may sound alarming, but Cole tells me it's really a good thing to have in place because it can stop those dramatic drops in the market. It gives traders the chance to take a minute, catch their breath, and really match up sellers and buyers so that when trade resumes, it's done in a more rational way. And of course, your financial advisor can always help answer any other questions you may have. Live in studio, Kelsey Watts, Fox 12 Oregon.